Feeling a dip in your hip, a glide in your stride. Welcome to the mothership, the home of the travelers of the universe, with shows throughout the week. Everything you want, everything you could need. From the paranormal to the supernatural, from the spiritual to the unknown, from emotions to comedy. You can find us at Facebook, Twitch, YouTube, TikTok, Instagram, and so much more. This is R.I.F.T Nation Network, the RNN. And now, your featured show. Shall we begin?
Hello, everybody. What are you doing? How you doing? How you feeling? Welcome to the Otter's Den with Keith and Joni. Hi, Joni.
What's going on?
Everything
What's
and
shaking?
nothing.
What's
Too
shaking?
much and not enough.
Not enough or too much?
Too much work, not enough pay, not enough play. How's that?
Well, now, whose fault is that? Not enough play.
Me.
You.
Hello, Howie. Hello, Michelle.
Hello, Howie. Hello, Michelle. How's everybody doing?
Hello, Facebook user. I don't know
Hello,
who
Facebook user.
is. Hang on, I'll get a link. I gotta move some stuff. There it is. Copy. Expand. Paste.
Paste.
Okay. Hey, Facebook user, if you go and click on this link that's in the chat thread over here, it'll take you somewhere where you can click a couple boxes and then we can see your name.
Chat. I'm gonna put the chat up here so I can read it.
Yeah, we like to see people's names. We like to know who we're talking to for lots of different reasons. Lots of different reasons.
Keith has a bunch of people that follow him.
That what?
You got a bunch of like followers.
Yes, I do. both really good people and
no, I'm talking about girls.
Oh, I don't. Nah, probably not.
That want to remain anonymous, probably.
There might be a couple here.
You have a couple, maybe, you think?
I'm still sitting here single, so
yeah,
that says anything.
Well,
and I used to say, I'm old and haggard. No, now I'm matured and distinguished.
Yeah, that's a good thing to say. Mature. Now, like when the senior Swifties are younger than me, now I'm a Nana Swiftie.
There you go.
And the little tiny ones are tater tots. So, yeah, I mean, it's darling. But I had to do this because of my granddaughter. So the senior Swifties are now 30 and 40 years old. The senior Swifties. My granddaughter is a Swiftie because she's 11. So I guess 11 to 20 is a Swiftie.
Okay.
Senior Swifties are 30 to 40.
Well, I'm not a Swiftie at all.
So I am a Swiftie because I have to, because of my granddaughter. So I'm a Nana Swiftie.
There
But
you
the
go.
little ones, like 5 and under, are tater tots.
Tater tots. I like that.
Is that cute?
That is
Yeah.
cute.
Well, what happened is her Disney show of the Eras tour was released this weekend. So my daughter said my granddaughter is doing nothing but screaming at the top of her lungs, singing.
Really?
Oh, she does that in my car. Like when I'll have to pick her up for dance this week, and she has to put on the folklore album,
Uh-huh.
and it's the one where I guess there was a breakup because it's slow, depressing songs, and I'm like, put on something that's a little bit more upbeat, and I'll listen to it. And my granddaughter said, "Oh, it was during lockdown, Nan. She was depressed. We were all like that during lockdown. Don't you remember lockdown?" And I'm like, "Yeah, but see, I'm not a very good Swiftie."
I forgot something. Thank you for that reminder. I'm going to jump in and pop this up and read it real quick. On 1 second. Sensitive, offensive content disclaimer. Please note that the podcast may contain material that some listeners may find sensitive, offensive, or disturbing. We strive to create respectful and informative content, but topics discussed may include mature themes, such as violence, explicit language, or controversial subjects. Giggle. Triggering content, including discussions related to mental health, trauma, or other sensitive issues. Explicit language occasionally. Our guest or host may use strong language. While we aim to handle these topics with care and empathy, we encourage listeners to exercise discretion. If you find any content distressing, consider skipping or seeking support. Remember that this podcast is not a substitute for professional advice. If you need assistance, please consult a qualified expert.
Oh, you got my reminder. Oh, remember
Yes.
the orange thing.
Yes.
The orange paper.
Yes. Yes.
Yay! You read it.
So
I couldn't even talk when my show started.
what that basically means is if people get butthurt early, keep scrolling.
Yeah.
Just keep scrolling. Seriously.
Well, this is good stuff. This is good stuff tonight. This is eclipse stuff.
We put out stuff to try to help people understand what's going on, both astrologically, spiritually, in their lives and other people's lives and their work lives, etc., family lives. And
right,
we're doing it, like I said, to help people. But sometimes we laugh, we joke, we crack jokes. Sometimes they're dirty jokes. Sometimes, that dirty word slips out once in a while. We're adults. We have learned our triggers. If you have not learned your triggers, I suggest you look in the mirror and start looking at your triggers. If you get triggered, and we are perfect timing. Tomorrow starts Mercury retrograde pre-shadow period for 2 weeks. You're going to get triggered. And then Mercury retrograde is going to hit. You are going to get triggered more. Then the post-shadow period hits for 2 weeks. And that is a time that you are supposed to look at what was brought up for you to look at, study it, pick it apart, learn about it, admit it, feel it, and heal it. So if you're triggered, it's on you because you're not doing your self-work. You're not doing your shadow work. So I'm enforcing the fact that you need to do this, not only for yourself, but for others, your friends, your family, your significant other, whoever, brothers, sisters, doesn't matter. It's very important because if you keep shoving it under the rug, it's just going to build. And then you're going to get
Uranus is going to.
And Pluto goes retrograde. Trust me. Been there.
Yeah. That's ugly. Mercury is also going to be in Aries. Well, Aries is impulsive. It's fiery. It just, things roll off the tongue with Aries.
Yes.
Like
practice the pause.
Sometimes I open my mouth and Aries comes out.
and then you insert your foot.
Both
there, done that.
feet.
Yes.
That's the hardest lesson for an Aries,
Yeah.
to keep your mouth
Yes.
shut.
Absolutely.
It is. It's a tough lesson.
Because it's instantaneous. The words hit, and the mouth is, and I have to stop myself.
It just spews out.
Scorpio, Aries, Sag. And when I have to stop myself, my Scorpio gets pissed off at the Aries, and not at the Aries, because the Scorpio wants to say it too. But I stop everything, and my Scorpio gets ticked off of me because I stop everything, and I have to rephrase those words into better words, especially at work with my boss and some other people. And yeah,
It's tough. It's
yeah.
I talked to my granddaughter about this because she loves astrology.
Yes.
And she's 11. She knows all the signs. She knows rising signs. She knows all the characteristics.
Nice.
But she's an Aries. Oh, she's an Aries Sag too.
Interesting.
Yeah, she's already had like 4 broken arms. Go figure. Aries, there's no fear.
What I have not broken, it's easier for me to tell you what I have not broken.
That's right, because you all have no fear.
I have not broken my legs. I have not broken my right arm.
Yeah.
Let me think. That's it.
Yeah. Yeah.
Everything else I've broken.
Well, she will say that about an Aries. And I said, the hardest lesson you're going to have in your life is to pause before it comes out. I know people don't understand me. And I said, it's not that they don't understand you, because Aries intentions are not ugly. They're just brutally honest.
Yes.
And sometimes that brutal honesty can be hurtful.
Crap. Hang on. Sorry, window open.
That's okay, but that's the truth. So when we've got the April eclipse is all Aries, it's going to be loud, and it's going to be, Mercury hits retrograde April 1st. This thing, the eclipse hits April 8th. So you've got all this Aries energy. 2 weeks after, a bunch of Libra,
Yes.
Libra Pisces energy, which is laid back. So it's going to be quite the contrast of the 2 eclipses. This eclipse is going to be quite the contrast.
I think so. Like you said, it's in Aries during Mercury retrograde. There's going to be some people that, if you don't like curse words, get your earplugs out. I'll give you 5 seconds. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There's going to be some people that get their asses handed to them.
That April one is really I think there's a lot of fear out there on it, because it's going through the United States, which normally eclipses, we haven't had one hit like this. Well, we had one in 2023, and now we've got where it makes an X. So everybody has picked up on that, and just spreading a lot of fear, and which is nonsense, because eclipse energy really doesn't hit. And this, it doesn't usually hit right away. It takes 6 months. It's 6 months.
Yes. And it can either wait for that time period to hit and hit, or it can start before the eclipse, 2 to 3 weeks before, as it's building up to it, and then slowly crescendo, and then boom.
And everybody's natal chart is different. So every trigger is going to be different on every chart.
Yes.
Like Aries rising, a good example. Aries rising gets nailed on the one coming up in 2 weeks. And then if you're a Libra, you get nailed on the one coming up April the 8th. So It's actually Aries, Libra, Cancer, and Capricorn are they get the hits on this one. Probably anything stirs up.
You had Aries in there, right? you had to throw Aries in there.
Yeah, because it's in Aries.
Yeah, I know.
But
For those of you who don't know, I am Scorpio, Aries, Sagittarius. So
I'm getting whammied.
It's water double fire.
Yeah.
And it's not easy to be that person.
Scorpios are not, although they're watery and emotional, they're very intense. They got intensity too.
I forgot. I think my sister is an Aries.
She's an Aries too?
Yes.
Oh, crap. So
yeah, we need to have Joni do your birth chart sometime.
Yeah. She's an Aries too. So she's got, Aries is the one in March next week, next Monday. It's Libra by herself being opposed to every single planet out there. Libra's all by her lonesome.
She's either gonna not like that because she thinks everybody's ignoring her, or she's really gonna like that because she gets some time to herself.
She's gonna be mad because that means, because it's in Libra, Venus is her ruler. So next, in 2 weeks, the next Monday night, that eclipse is ruled by Venus. What does Venus rule? Venus is in charge.
Okay, so there might be a little balance coming into play.
Well,
so I might find me a girlfriend.
Well, you could. Because, Libra's about relationships, partnerships.
Yes.
It's also, we talked about this, peace treaties. It's big money, billionaires. It's beauty. It's all things in the fashion industry. It's beauty. It's music. So the one in 2 weeks, next week, my bad, is really going to be on relationships, partnerships. It's on the south node. Every eclipse is either on a north node or a south node. When it's on the south node, we can experience something leaving to make up, to have something come in.
Yes.
This is a full moon on steroids.
You ain't kidding.
No. So, and she's all by herself. And so, but she's in good aspect, which is wonderful. She's in good aspect. She's really not, it's not a bad eclipse next Monday. She's in good aspect with Jupiter.
Okay.
So, what does that mean? If a relationship is wobbly right now and you're not on anything that you're not really sure about, can be shaken up in an eclipse. So if you're in a relationship that's shaky, it might not make it through it.
And it might be like that.
It could be done.
And if you're not aware that the relationship is shaky, it can still end just like that. And you're sitting there going, what the hell just happened?
That's right. The Sabian symbol for the next eclipse, which is next Monday, is purification through clarity. Things are going to be shown to us. It's trining Pluto, which is full moon, secrets, scandals revealed, probably on the world stage.
So if you're out there doing stuff that you ain't supposed to do,
you're going to get busted.
You might want to check your browser history and clear it, and check your phone and get that cleared off too, and figure out how to unhook the odometer in your vehicle, so they can see how far you're actually driving. And I can give you more tips. Just saying. Not saying how. I'm gonna shut up. I'm shutting up.
Women look at men's phones. There are women that say, I don't look at my old man's phone. Yeah, you do. Women creep. Women can creep like nobody's business. And if you think, oh, I got my phone locked, she can't get my phone. We know how to watch you unlock your phone because we've watched your fingers do it.
Well, not
We
only that,
know.
if you have a screen protector on your phone, the more you touch that, especially with guys' rough hands, it scratches where you hit and swipe. So
women
your
get
code's
into
there.
women can get into men's phones. If you think they don't, we do. We know everything.
My next relationship, well, I actually had this in my last relationship, and that's long. We're not going to go in there. We're not.
Just take the lock off because we're going to get in it.
There's reasons I have the lock. Sometimes I leave my phone in my toolbox.
Yeah.
I don't want my coworkers picking up and seeing what I'm talking to clients about.
Right.
So I need that lock on there. But whoever I'm with in the future, they're going to have my code.
They're going to know it anyway.
There it is. You want to go through, see what I'm talking to people about? I don't care. You want to talk about it when I get home? Let's sit down and have a discussion.
Women do it. Oh, remember too, if you have anything legal, a contract, things can be favorable with this eclipse as well, because Libra also is the law.
Yes. Maybe I'm praying I get my money back. I'm praying I'm giving my money back.
Let's hope so.
Also, speaking of legal, during Mercury retrograde, it's not the smartest idea to enter contracts, purchase new vehicles, purchase new houses. If you do, read the fine print multiple times.
Yeah.
Yeah. And go out, look your cars over, your trucks over, check the hoses, check the belts, check the oil, check the antifreeze, check your tires, check your brakes.
Get an oil change.
Back up your computer systems, back up your phone. It can affect electronics. That has been scientifically proven. It can affect computers and satellites. So if during this retrograde, if you're just not getting reception, there ain't nothing you can do about it.
Right.
Just enjoy the time with yourself.
And it's in an eclipse, which makes it on steroids.
Yes.
So I would go to appointments early. If you have an appointment or a job interview, or you have to be at the airport, something like that, go early.
Yeah.
Just be on, double check all your appointments. It can be a nuisance more than anything. It's nothing to fear. It's a slow down period.
Yes. Watch people on the roads, drive defensively.
Right.
Give yourself some extra time.
Right.
And that includes giving yourself some extra time alone so that you can look at what's being shown to you.
Right.
That's very important. I cannot stress that enough. Because if you're going to work, coming home, doing the supper thing, doing the homework thing, doing the wife and husband thing, and going to bed, and you're not taking a little bit of time to yourself to process things, it's going to build up. You got to say, hey, I need a minute. I got some stuff coming up. I'll talk to you about it, but I need some time to process it.
Right.
It's okay. And if that other person does not give you that time, there's an issue.
One thing about this eclipse season, it seems to, and I could be so wrong because I don't know, but on the April 8th it's the solar eclipse. That's all with Aries. So we flip over to Aries where, that's when the moon and the sun are together. With the lunar eclipse, the sun and the moon are opposing one another. Okay. On April the 8th, they're together. So what I think this trigger is for this eclipse, the April 8th one, is going to be down the road a little bit because we've got the great conjunction of Jupiter and Uranus happening on the heels of this eclipse.
They gonna have themselves a conjunction, huh?
It's a big conjunction. I think it's financial systems. I think it's the whole. I don't know. I could be wrong, but it's
Oh,
in
we've talked
Taurus.
about that before.
Do what?
So we've talked about that before.
Yeah.
There's all kinds of new coins coming out. Bitcoin. Musk has a coin coming out.
Oh, really?
I believe.
Bitcoin's through the roof right now. Wait
Uh,
until this Jupiter Uranus. It's going to
yeah,
explode.
yeah.
It's going to be off the cuff because Uranus is cryptocurrency.
Yes.
What does Jupiter do? It makes things bigger. It expands everything. Stop it. Stop it.
You're talking to a Scorpio here.
Do you want to look at a world? Do you want to look? We have had a lot of stuff with Kate Middleton,
Hey, sis.
correct? Kate Middleton, right?
Who the hell is Kate Middleton?
The queen, the future queen of England. She's married to William. She had the surgery. Duh,
Okay.
where have you been?
In my
I looked at her chart. So do you want to pull? You want me to pull up her chart and show you some things?
Yeah. But before we do that, I want to mention one thing. Tomorrow at 10:06 p.m. Central Time, we also have the spring equinox hitting.
Oh,
So that's going to come into play a little bit. And that is when the sun, the light and dark is the same in the northern hemisphere and the southern hemisphere, because the sun is going right over the equator. It's not
cool.
on this side of the wobble or this side of the wobble. It's traveling right over the equator. So the northern hemisphere and the southern hemisphere has the same amount of light and dark. Many old groups would celebrate this and pay it homage, and my words aren't coming up.
What does it mean?
Is
it a good thing?
Yeah, it's life returning. It's warmth returning, light returning. The days are getting long.
Good.
Yes. Happy Ostera.
Good.
We'll be ritualing at 11:06 exactly.
Good.
I'll be lighting my fire at 10:06.
Okay. Well, I'll light a candle then before I go to bed.
Yeah.
Astrologically, there's nothing.
If you Google Ostera spring equinox, there's all kinds of different ceremonies you can do, but just enjoy it. It's spring.
I will.
Let's rock this stuff.
Oh, I love spring coming.
And we also have some more solar flares coming into play very soon. So that is going to add insult to injury with the retrogrades and the eclipse and everything else. So just play it safe. There's a full moon on 25th of March. Yes.
Honey, it's the eclipse. It's an eclipse. It's an eclipse on steroids. It's in Libra.
Yeah, and do not. Well, I'm gonna recommend. Normally during the new moon, full moon, I recommend everybody make their moon water, put their suns and crystals out to charge. During an eclipse, I don't recommend that because the energy is so chaotic. You don't know what's going to happen. So I just play it safe. I do not do intentions. I just let things flow. Mm-hmm. And once that energy is over, then I resume.
Eclipses, astrologically, it's kind of like the universe is going to say, because eclipses, like the north node is your soul contract, it's your destiny. The south node is your past lives, your karma, your incarnations. It's what you're comfortable doing. Every time an eclipse happens, there's a node involved. So eclipses are always, so it's almost like the universe has got this. I'm not going to step in and jack around with the universe. So I would do nothing on an eclipse. Nothing. Correct. Nothing. I would just enjoy it. Go out and take pictures of it or watch it.
Yeah, well, here, like Donna said, in Wicca, it's the time, the spring equinox is a time for divine feminine and masculine courting each other.
Okay, cool.
I'll do some courting.
You wish. Scorpio will be out there wanting to court.
I'll go out to people and there won't be any people.
Now, if you solar eclipses usually, and that's in 2 weeks, that's the one in Aries. That's usually we can see change of leaderships. We can see different changes of world leaders. And this one is in the North Node. This is a good, we like North Node eclipses. We like them. So the April 8th eclipse, although very powerful, we like it. It's with Chiron. So it's a Chiron eclipse.
The wounded healer.
It's going to be, your destiny is going to depend on how much healing you have done as a society.
Yes. And it's also going to bring up personal wounds from your past.
Well, the North Node has been with Chiron. Remember when we looked at the calendar, the North Node has been with Chiron since February.
Yeah.
A lot of old healing, and there's a lot of healing going on right now.
Yeah.
Wonderful healing.
I am still finding out things about my childhood I was not aware of.
See?
And so I'm still processing, accepting, looking through so that I can heal it and process it and let it go. Forgive both myself and others.
Right.
And it's a thing. And it's okay. It is okay.
And you let it go.
Yeah.
But February till, this is a wonderful transit with the North Node. And Chiron is saying, don't use me as a crutch, because wisdom is gained with Chiron. It's the bridge.
Yes.
So, you can't say, well,
no,
you have to move on.
Yes. You know that old saying, well, we'll cross that bridge when we get there. Well, the bridge is here.
It's here.
It's been here. You just haven't been stepping onto the bridge to cross it. So it's time. Now, if you need to burn that bridge, stand on it in the middle of it, like that match, and light it on fire. So whoever bridge that is knows you're serious about burning that bridge.
And it could be, little healing things too. It could be helping somebody to get over, it just doesn't matter. But when it's with that North Node, that's destiny. So you're on your soul's path. So that it's a very spiritual next couple. And, everybody's like, wow, that person's waking up. The world is waking up. It's an awakening. Yeah. Well, yeah, the North Node is sitting on Chiron.
Yeah. And that's what your life purpose is in this lifetime.
Right.
Your South Node is what you bring back with you from past lives, which you're good at. Mine was mechanics. And all of a sudden, Spirit showed me I was not supposed to do mechanics anymore, working on cars out in the garage. And it took several lessons before I finally sat down in a 110, 115 degree garage, sweat pouring off of me. And I took a picture of myself and I looked at myself and I wasn't happy. So I sat there and I thought about it. And I'm done. Now, I've tried to help a couple people just to help them out, and nothing went right. 2-hour jobs would take 2 weeks. Now I can work on my stuff. I got no problem working on my own vehicles. Anybody else's? That's a no. I am supposed to be doing my life's purpose.
That's right.
And that is healing, helping others, teaching others. And that's what I'm supposed to be doing. So I'm trying to figure out ways that I can do that while working my 3D job, supporting my 3D life, so I can eat and have a roof over my head. But this show is one of the ways I do it. My fireside chats that I do is one of the ways I do it. My posts that I make, they're not always what I'm feeling. Sometimes I'll be scrolling, I'll see something. Oh, I know so-and-so and they need to see that. So I'll share it. But a lot of people think, I'll share some kind of a sad thing in their eyes. And they'll think I'm sad. No, I'm good. I'm having a good day. But somebody needed to see that. And
that's right.
They'll either message me, hey, I needed that. Thanks. Or they'll put it in the comments. And that's cool. Good. I'm glad you saw that.
And it could be little things. Like you say, it could be just something like a little something that somebody has to see in the comments. But it's those tiny little things. But that
Yes.
North Node, this is a gigantic healing Chiron on April 8th. The only thing is that what I don't like is it's in Aries. Aries can be fiery. It can be impulsive. It can go at the snap and all hell breaks loose. And it does.
So remember, practice the pause. If you're standing there talking to somebody and take a step back, take a deep breath. Okay. Is this the time to say this? Is this the way I need to say this? Is this the tone I need to say this in? Are these the words that I need to use?
Right.
Sometimes it can wait till later. Other times you can rephrase what you wanted to just blurt out, and you can make that conversation flow better.
Right.
Other times you can't because of the other person. And if that's the case, say, hey, we're going to have to continue this later. I got to go.
And
Why?
and look on your natal chart where Aries is, where Aries falls. Chiron is there, and the North Node is right there with them. And find out what house that it's going to be impacted on August the 8th. And that can give you a little bit more insight on what am I supposed to be looking at. Yes, I get that I got to be healing. Yes, I get that I should be on path. But where? Look on your astrology chart to see what that eclipse is doing around other planets.
Okay.
You know what I mean? So find out where that's going to impact.
Okay. And you said Aries, or no, Chiron? Is that what was
Aries and Chiron are going to be, or I'm sorry, the moon, the sun, and Chiron are all going to be together in Aries.
Okay.
It's you. It's your first house because you're a rising.
Okay. So we're supposed to.
It's going to be in your first house.
My first house?
Yeah.
Okay.
First house is self. And it could be your physical appearance. It could be you. It's self.
Change.
How you look. Change of habits, change of different things, anything like that.
Yes. Oh, yes, absolutely. Thank you for that reminder. Ladies and gentlemen, if you could please hit the like button, go to the R.I.F.T Network page and hit the like button, that would be very appreciated. Absolutely.
Hit, share, and subscribe.
And YouTube and Twitch. Yes.
Yes. Like us. Like us. What else about April 8th?
We got to make it home.
North Node. And Mercury, like you said, is going to be retro. Mercury's in this one. And we're falling on that, the Jupiter-Uranus conjunction, the Great Conjunction. It's a powerful one. It's very powerful. April 8th. We'll keep an eye on that date. But look on your chart and see where Aries, and it's going to be the cardinal signs. Cardinal signs are Aries, Libra, Capricorn, and Cancer. Whacked. But, we make it through every eclipse season. We do. Sometimes we see world events. Usually world events occur over eclipses. You're so...
I have been through enough.
I know.
Universe. I'll see you later. I'll see you 2025.
That's right. Dig a hole and climb in it. Dig the hole. Do you want to see, can I show you Kate's chart? And I know you don't care, but it's really cool. I won't take long. I will show you JB's chart, how this eclipse is going to affect our leader. How's that?
That works.
You want me to get it?
Good.
I don't know how it's going to be for. Let's see what happens to us.
Hey.
Oh, we're at the bottom. Oh, wait. Well, we're not going to do Kate first. We're going to do JB. How's that?
Okay.
Okay. Can you stat? Okay. This is
Did you say BJ?
JB.
JB.
I don't
Okay.
know. Are we allowed to say his name, or will we get
Probably better not.
our leader?
Yeah, the one who holds the highest United States office.
Correct. We always like to look at our leaders' charts during an eclipse to see how this may or may not impact their natal charts.
Yes.
This
Yes.
one may be.
And I ain't got many of those left. Just saying.
He is a step. Look at 12th house. Look over in his 12th house where it's marked 12. Scorpio stellium. What's the 12th house? That's secrets.
Secrets, yes.
That could be hidden enemies. That's the house of Scorpio. That's where he's packed. Now, I'll tell you these things because what happens is that's his natal chart. That's what he was born. That's what the planets were doing when he was born, as you can see. Now, going around that wheel are the transits. That's what the planets are going to be doing on April the 8th. Although I didn't do a chart with the planets around it, I thought it would be too confusing. But I will tell you how his chart's going to be impacted.
Okay.
Transit Mercury.
Well, that
Okay. Mercury is going to be going opposing
no.
his Uranus, which is right, guess what? On his house of health. So this could be some type of communications regarding his health, trigger of the health. Unexpected.
Yeah.
Okay.
His health isn't good. And I don't wish that on anybody, but it's not good. It's a fact.
Well, you haven't heard. He gets hit on these. He got hit at the last eclipse too. I'll tell you what, the Great Conjunction, okay, is going to be traveling right at his 6th house of day-to-day and health. It's going to conjunct. It's going to be sitting right on Uranus in his 6th house of work. And it's going to oppose his 12th house, which is his sun, which are secrets. Jupiter is going to enhance this and make it big news. I think between now and in 6 months, we've got a change.
You
coming.
don't say.
Yes. I just read this. I just read the astrology.
Yes, I know.
Okay, what else is going on? Chaotic words. It's opposing his natal sun. Okay. What's also interesting is Jupiter, which is with Uranus transiting. That rules his 1st house, which is his physical body. So it gives us an idea of where the changes might occur with it could be the physical body or the self. Okay. I mean, it would be like, just be careful on that around that time. Don't go mountain climbing. Don't go skiing. Don't go jumping out of a plane.
No.
Let's see what else is hitting him. Pluto is in his 3rd house. Pluto's hitting his house of communications. If that should tell you anything. Saturn is in his house of home. So there's a lot of stuff that's kind of hitting him. I think that Great Conjunction hitting the 6th house is pretty massive. That could be
major.
Unexpected with some secrets coming out. Mercury's over there, so it's unexpected communications. Something's going to happen with communications.
Okay.
So that's his chart. How do you like that for the?
It makes total sense. I mean, it hits. Astrology does not lie. You know, he's already having trouble communicating. He's already having health issues body wise, and I think it's just going to keep degrading. And it's sad to say. Like I said, do I like his politics? Absolutely not. Do I want anything bad to happen to anybody?
No,
Absolutely not.
no,
And
it's sad.
I feel bad because that party, they used him, and they're just making a mockery of him, and it's sad.
It's very sad. I don't like to see it either because I see what I went through last year with my mom. A lot of the tendencies that I see it. I just went through it
Yeah.
as a caretaker, and
Yes.
and I mean I lived it, so I
I
see it. You
yes.
see it when you live it and you deal with it day to day in and day out. You see the signs, and
Yes.
I think it's very very sad.
And everybody's harping about him having handlers. Well, when you're in that condition, you
You
need
got to
handlers.
have them.
You have to have handlers in order to stay safe physically.
Well, it's sad. I don't like. It doesn't give me any pleasure whatsoever to see
No,
a hard chart
no,
on
absolutely
an
not.
eclipse.
Do I want our last highest office holder back in that highest office? Absolutely, but not at the expense of
Something else.
something like that.
Um, I think it's now. Remember, this can go on for 6 months.
Yeah.
It's going to go into the election time. We don't know. We don't know the time frame. We just don't know it.
No.
I thought you would find that interesting.
Mm-hmm.
Interesting.
Absolutely.
Who else do you want? We don't have to look at Kate. You don't know who Kate is. You don't have. Kate's going to be fine.
It's 7:47, 11:11. Just
Oh crap! Then we can't. We don't have time. But
we got time. There ain't no shows after us.
oh, okay. Well,
I did
you
the
don't
11:11.
know who Kate is. You don't even know who Kate is.
Once you said that, I put the name to the face, and I've got it.
Well, I wanted to show you some interesting things on how you can tell who is royalty, which I find it fascinating in her natal chart.
Okay.
I just found it fascinating. I'm going to show you real quick, and then let me see. Okay, here it is. I'll do it real quick. Okay. Kate Middleton was born during an eclipse. She was born during an eclipse. Okay. Because the moon and the sun are opposing one another. So she was born during a full moon, a full moon eclipse. Most of the royals are born during eclipses.
Really?
Majority of the royal people, Leo rules royalty. The fifth house rules royalty or the monarch. She's a Leo rising. Her sun is in Capricorn in the fifth house, which Leo rules. So it's like when she was born, a baby, it was like you look at it and say, damn, you could be, look at this royalty all over it. You got royalty written all over you. In astrology, we have what's called a part of fortune. Your part of fortune is what's in your natal chart that shows where you can be very, very successful.
Okay.
It's what you can be successful at in your life. Hers is in the seventh house, which is a partnership. Duh, she married the future king of England. Now, how cool is that?
Yeah.
Now, when you probably don't know, Keith, but in January, she underwent secret surgery that she's still not been out in public, and everybody's like conspiring and it's a conspiracy theory and all this because she said they won't have her back until like after Easter. Guess what hit her sixth house right at that time? Pluto in her sixth house in Aquarius. So no wonder she had that surgery. Transit Uranus was conjunct her Chiron. It was this surgery, though they say it was planned. Jupiter was right there. It unexpectedly got bigger. So whatever this surgery was planned, something made it expansive. Okay. So I thought it was just kind of interesting to see that in somebody's birth chart.
Yeah, absolutely.
I mean, So as far as, a lot of, she's going to have to make a lot of changes, which she's already done in her everyday life. But I thought it was just interesting to see that.
Yes.
I mean, it's a wonderful chart. Sun in Capricorn, Leo rising. It's a beautiful chart, actually, and a Cancer moon in the 11th house. The 11th house is the masses in mundane astrology. It's your fans. It's people that follow you. So she nurtures the people that follow her.
Okay.
That's her North Node is there. She's fulfilling her destiny.
All right. That makes
So
sense.
how cool is that? How cool is that? Let's see. Then we got, that's, we don't have to look at that. That's the U.S. chart.
Oh, that chart is crazy. That chart is in crazy.
That's crazy.
That's the F-bomb, people.
Yeah, we'll look at that the next show. We'll just skip over that.
Joanne, hey Keith, my North Node is in Aries, so Scorpio, Sagittarius, Aquarius. I hear you there.
God, well, that if your North Node is in Aries, let's see, we got this one is Libra is hitting the South Node. Oh, this upcoming full moon is great for you. The one in Libra, because you're going to have Aries. Hopefully, it'll be conjunct your nodal axis, your North Node. Beautiful, beautiful destiny things open up. So make sure you watch for some little signs of, is this my destiny? But we have to know what degree it's in.
Yeah.
To know if you're close.
Niggles. Let me spell that word out. Niggles. Niggles. Those little things you should do. Those little pushes, little nudges from the universe.
Yeah.
Oh, you like those tarot cards? Why don't you go buy them? You'll figure it out later. Just go buy them.
Yeah. Listen.
Go to the museum. You'll figure it out why.
That's right. Especially because you will get these little signs, especially now from February until now. If you're not getting deja vu, should I be here? Is this what I should be doing? I would look into spirit, what is my destiny? I would meditate on it. I would ask ancestors. I would do whatever I had to take advantage of the energy that the universe gives you.
Yeah. Ask the universe, ask your guides, ask your angels, ask your ancestors. What am I supposed to do? Where am I supposed to go? I give you permission. Give them permission to help you, to guide you.
Oh, whoops.
I got it.
There. Yeah, I think that's important. I think you should ask, especially now. There's a lot of things in 2024 that really shows us paths.
Yes.
That's great. Look at that.
Yeah. It's a thing. And
yes,
mine has two, but I have so many things going on in my life. 3D, spiritually, you name it. That I'm just so confused. I need to just take some time to myself.
Yes.
And allow it to absorb in. I've got downloads that are waiting here because I haven't processed the last ones that came through. So I've got some work to do, and I haven't taken the time to do that. I need to do that.
And there's nothing wrong with putting things on hold when life steps in.
Yeah. It's when you get that notification on your phone, update your phone. You can either hit now or remind me in 3 days. Well, these are reminders in 3 days.
I think there are times that life does get in the way and you do have to put things on the back burner, and there's nothing wrong with that.
As long as you get back to it.
Right.
But I did finally find something. I've been looking for this stone for a long time. It's that right there.
What is that? Looks like a little moon.
It's a meteorite. It's tektite. and it absorbs all kinds of negative energy. It actually destroys negative energy.
What is it? Let's see it. It looks like a little moon. What's it got, holes in it?
Yeah, it's a meteorite.
Ooh,
This came from outer space.
that's cool.
It's very vibrational. And I see you laughing. Get your mind out of that South gutter. Just saying.
I'm not laughing. I think it's neat.
But I can I can feel it. It's nice. You know, my hand vibrates. I put it over here. My other hand vibrates. I'm not going to go anywhere else with that.
It vibrates.
But not physically, but spiritually, universally, yes. Every stone and crystal, like quartz, it vibrates at a specific frequency. Hang on. Amethyst vibrates at a different frequency. You know, quartz they use in computers to for memory, to hold information. It God, just,
I need to chew on a quartz for memory. I need to put a piece in my mouth all the time.
yeah, but I mean they work for what they're for.
Tektite.
And
I never heard of it.
I didn't know there was actually different types of tektite, Donna. So you might have to sidebar me later. But this one's black. I can tell you that much. It's black. With a
that looks like a little Pluto.
In
it. That would be that's a little Pluto.
It's my little Pluto.
I know, but it's very Scorpion. It's very Scorpion.
Yes. Yes, it is. And I like it.
Can you wear him? It's kind of big to wear.
I could probably wrap it and make a necklace out of it.
Yeah, you could put it like in one of those little baskets, but I think it'd be kind of big. You'd look kind of weird.
Yeah, I'd have this big knot right there.
You could put a gold chain around it. You'd look weird.
People think I got one big nipple.
They're like, look at that crazy Scorpio. It's the Scorpio cave rock.
There we go. Absolutely, it is.
I should get Greg one. I need to go over to Donna. Donna, do you have those at the shop? Greg would love that. That's such a Scorpio rock.
I've been waiting to see one of these up close, you know, in person. And a place called Awakenings in Lincoln finally got some in.
It's neat.
I went up to see my mom Sunday and do some other things. And I stopped in there to get her a couple things that will help with what's going on. And hopefully, and I looked down, I just felt a pull and I looked down and there it was.
There it was. See?
You walk into a stone and crystal shop, you don't pick out the stones and crystals. They pick you.
Right. Oh, I agree with that.
You will feel a draw. And you will look in a glass jar with 500 crystals in it. And you will know exactly the right one to pick up.
I know. That's really cool.
If you pick up the wrong one, a lot of times it'll jump right out of your fingers.
Donna has moldavite. I just want a little black one like that.
Moldavite, I have had 2 of them, and within a week, they jumped. They're gone.
I have a ring made, I think.
I need to get another one.
Moldavite. Yeah, I have a ring. Moldavite sparkles more than a diamond.
It is also a meteorite.
Beautiful.
Outer space, if I'm thinking right. And it is a very powerful stone. If you're just starting out with the stones and the crystals, you probably don't want a moldavite. I need to get another one. The 2 that I had did what they needed to do, and then they bailed. Okay, dude, I can't take it anymore. I'm out. Gone. Disappeared.
Your moldavite bailed on you.
And I put them in a very specific place. Gone.
They sparkle. They're
And
very sparkly.
if you're shopping for moldavite, make sure you shop from a credible stone or crystal shop that verifies where their stuff comes from. They look at the mines, they look at this, they look at the verification, because there is so much fake moldavite. Donna's not wrong. It is damn expensive.
Yeah.
Because it is so rare. And for that fact, there is a ton of fake stuff out there. And unless you've got a trained eye, you can't tell the difference. So go to a trusted stone or crystal shop like Crystal Infinity, Awakenings in Lincoln or Omaha. Both of them will ship. So yeah, just make sure you know who you're dealing with.
Right. I have a pretty I mean, it sparkles more than a diamond. When they're like for jewelry, they're absolutely beautiful. Beautiful.
Yes.
They sparkle more than diamonds.
Yep. Yeah.
They do.
It's very expensive.
So, well, that's the eclipse stuff. We'll get through it. We always do. You ride through it. Just remember, let it
flow. Let it flow. If you wake up one morning and you walk in and you're fired, there's a better job waiting for you somewhere. Is it going to take a little work and maybe a little suffering and some emotional stuff to get to it? Probably. Yep. But you're probably supposed to look at that for some reasons. You may wake up one day and your partner's gone. There's reasons.
Yep.
You may walk outside, get in your car, go to Casey's, go in to get a coffee, and you see the most beautiful person in the world. And you start talking, and all of a sudden, this wonderful thing is given to you. You just have to let things flow. You might lose a friend. Well, did you? Or did Spirit remove that person from your life because Spirit heard conversations that you didn't?
That's right.
You got to look at the whole situation. You have to accept it. If you don't accept it, you're going to fight it. You're going to fight to bring it back into your life. And if it's left your life, there's a reason. You need to figure out what that reason is. Accept it. Feel it. Understand it. Comprehend it. Heal it. And move on.
And have faith.
Yeah.
Just, have faith. Ask for guidance, especially in the next 2 weeks or so, 2-3 weeks. Ask for guidance. Say, show me. Show me what I need to know. And you
give me a sign.
You will be shown.
Give me 3 signs. If I'm supposed to do this, give me 3 signs.
Well.
And then you're going to go, okay, I saw those, but those weren't shiny enough signs. I need another sign that's more shiny.
That happened to me last week. And I was looking at a map for a missing person, with forensic astrology.
Yeah.
And I'm like, where could this young boy be? He's missing. Where in the hell is he? Mm-hmm. And I did the degree of 333. And I thought, well, that's an odd degree. And I just thought, that's odd. Just an odd number stuck out. Hmm. I went and got gas, and I did where you just pump it and let it click, and you get the nozzle off. I got in the car. My mileage showed up 333. I thought, okay, so he's at that line.
Yep.
I mean, just little things.
Look up angel number 333.
Yeah, I will. And I just said, thank you.
Yeah.
But
numbers in astrology do not lie.
No, they don't. They do not. I mean, I'm just convinced every day, daily. Astrology is probably the most accurate thing I have ever witnessed in my life.
You have convinced me.
It's
absolutely
scary convincing.
And I've got a couple books over yonder on my bookshelf that I bought with Christy Ayers when we went to an event. And she literally had to pull me out of that bookstore, so I quit buying books.
Really?
Yeah, and I have yet to open one. That's why I don't normally buy books, because I don't ever have time to read them. But I'm going to make some time to read them, because I want to learn more about numerology, and I want to learn more about astrology, and I want to get my Reiki master's degree, and I want to incorporate that into the things that I do to make a living somehow.
Yeah. And that all came out in your numerology report with the
Yes.
Reiki stuff. And that's so cool. Howie says the reoccurrence appearance of 333. That's good. I was just like, where
There you
is
go.
little boy? And it was 333.
Yeah, Donna. 3s are about teamwork and celebration. Your team is working with you. Absolutely.
Yeah, yeah. I'm going to be curious to see if that's the degree that they find him at.
Could be. If you haven't seen Joni's show, do your shameless plug about your show.
Oh, it's forensic astrology with missing persons and cold case, missing persons, homicides, and I use forensic astrology. It's every Monday, 7 p.m. on the Rift Nation Network.
Yes, 6 p.m. Central.
6 p.m. Central.
Her charts are phenomenal.
They're just mind-boggling. They're mind-boggling. That was developed by Kirsty McIntosh. She's from Australia. She's a friend of mine. And she will teach any astrologer forensic astrology, because it's like there's not enough of us out there. And that's true, because we get overloaded. You just can't make them quick enough. But the people are found within, I don't know how it works, but it works. It does. Math. It's all math. It's all numbers.
It works. Yeah. So when you combine the astrology with the numbers, I mean, boom, it's there.
It's all done on a map. And you can't say, well, it's 22 degrees. No, it's 21 degrees. Aries is 0, Taurus is 30 degrees, Gemini is 60 degrees, and down the whole zodiac. And I don't know how it works, but it works.
0 is the beginning of a cycle, 29-30 is the end of a cycle, and then the cycle starts over, repeating cycles.
And you know what? 330 is the end of the cycle, 3-3.
Really?
Yeah. Pisces is 330.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Interesting.
That's interesting, isn't it?
Yes.
All these threes. What's going on?
You'll figure it out.
Weird.
Ask for guidance.
Yeah, well, I ask all the time. Show me. Where are they? So, well, Sir Keith.
Yes.
I'm out of here. You'll probably chat a little bit more.
Maybe a little bit.
Okay. Everybody have a great week. Have a great super eclipse week.
Yes. Thank you, girl. Again.
No.
Wonderful.
All right, honey. I'll talk to you later.
All right. Sounds good.
Good night, everybody. Donna was born on March the 3rd, 313. Oh, shit.
I missed that comment. I'm not seeing. Oh, there it is.
What?
Oh, my God. Now I'm freaking born 3/3/13.
What?
I was born at 3:23 p.m. on 11/11/1969. So almost 3:30.
That's weird, Donna.
You want to hear something really weird? My dad was born on 10/10. I was born on 11/11. My son was almost born on 12/12, and my daughter was almost born on 9/9.
Weird.
There's reasons.
There's all reasons for it.
It'll come out in the future.
Donna says, fear me.
Fear me!
Well, and that's funny, Donna, because 330 is the is the Pisces. That's the Pisces number, 330. When you do mapping on forensic astrology, that's the Pisces number. It's the end of the cycle, Pisces, or the end of the cycle. So, well, have a great week.
All right, you too, girl.
Bye, hon.
Bye.
Bye.
Whoa. Pisces, yes. The fish. So, Donna, just so you know, when I say them fish, you know, that old saying from Drunken Oracle, you're not included in that. You're all right. Just saying. You might see this cute little QR code up here in the corner. You know, if you want to buy the host of the RNN network a coffee or something, you just click on that, make a donation. It helps us to put these shows on. Just saying, a little shameless plug there. And Plank says hi. Just saying. He's been listening. He's been wanting me to tell you all hi. I'm looking at somebody here. All right. Okay. I got it. All right. Sometimes I get little messages from Spirit when I'm doing these shows. And that tells me who I need to reach out and talk to. As far as how the little floof is doing, she is doing amazing. She is running around, jumping up on the couch. She's doing awesome. I was just listening to Spirit. That's all right. How you doing? Just saying. I just got to say this. It is okay to feel your feels, your feelings. It is okay to sit down and, okay, how am I feeling? Ask yourself, how am I feeling? If you're angry, okay, I can accept that. I'm angry. What am I angry about? Well, this happened at work today. Okay. Why are you angry about it? What caused the anger? What part of that situation didn't go as planned or as you wanted or needed it to? Why did you want or need it to go that way? Process it. Don't dwell on it. Okay, I got angry. I'm processing it. I understand it. Okay, now I can ground, I can calm down. Okay, tomorrow's a new day. You can do that same thing with any emotion. Anger, love, depression, whatever emotion it is, you can do the same thing with it. But always have hope. And sometimes just having hope means that you realize tomorrow is a new day and you get to start again. You get to get up in the morning and you can decide what kind of day you're going to have. If you wake up on Monday and wake up and hear them alarms and hit them, shut them off, and oh my God, it's Monday, work's going to suck, this day's going to suck, guess what? It's going to suck. But if you wake up and say, okay, it's a new day, don't name it, just it's a new day. We're going to have a good day today. Whatever happens, I'm going to work through it. I'm going to process it. I'm not going to let it get to me. If I have to take 5 in order to do that, that's okay. And I'm going to have a good day. It helps. It helps a lot. A lot. I do my best not to name the days. Monday, okay, this is a new week. I get to have a new week. That's something that's very important during Mercury retrograde. Don't look at it as I have to go to work. I have to go talk to this person. I have to go mow the yard. I have to go wash the truck. You don't have to. You have a choice. You don't have to go to work if you don't want to. Pay the consequences if you don't, but you get to. You get to go to work so you can make that check, and then you get to pay your bills, which you wouldn't be able to pay if you didn't have that job and getting to go to work. Be appreciative, be grateful. I'm thankful that I have a job to go to. Even if you don't like it right now, you can be looking for something else while you're working at this one, but be grateful that you have a job. A lot of people don't. Be grateful that you have a home. A lot of people don't. One time I didn't. Now I do it. Be grateful for your running water. I didn't have that for a while. Be grateful you have a floor to walk on. I didn't have that for a while. Be grateful you can flip a switch and have a light. I didn't have that for a while. Little things that we take for granted every day, be grateful for. Tell Spirit, hey, I'm grateful for this. Thank you. Thank you for bringing in the abundance that made this possible. Yes, Donna. Right there. Thoughts and words have power. Make it positive. If you are always thinking negative, especially during Mercury and Pluto retrogrades, if you're putting negativity out there, either towards yourself or towards others, guess what you're going to get back? You're going to get back negativity. More negative behavior from that person that you're thinking negative about. Wish them well. You don't have to interact with them, but wish them well. Hey, Monica, thank you. You too. But like I said, pay attention at work because machinery can break down, computers can break down. Just pay attention to what you're doing. Try to keep a positive attitude. Like I said, sometimes being positive, just knowing that you can have a day, you can take a day to feel the way you feel, and tomorrow's a new day. It might be Monday, might be Tuesday, might be Wednesday, might be Friday. I don't know, but it's a new day. And I myself have needed a lot of those. And tomorrow is a new day. Today actually went really well. It's Monday and it went really well. Why? Because I decided this morning that I was going to have a good day. And there's a couple things when I hit work that could have made it a bad day. But I didn't let that happen. I asked a question and got my ass ripped. Okay. Walked off. Allowed myself to feel my anger. Okay, let's process this. Let's transmute that. That was negative energy being introduced into me that I am now feeling. Let's transmute that into something positive. By the end of the day, I had that person laughing and giggling, and everything was good. But you have to keep that mindset. It's not always easy. I'm going to repeat that. It's not always easy, especially if you're a Scorpio / Aries. It's a thing. So before I hop off of here, anybody got any questions quick about what me and Joni talked about tonight, what's coming up? It's going to be a very interesting rest of the year. You know, we've got the solar eclipse coming up. There's a lunar eclipse coming up. Solar flares are hitting. There's a big hole in the sun and a ton of radiation that's hitting the earth. All the squares and conjunctions and for the last 4 years, 2020, this is going to be our year. No. 2021, this is going to be our year. No. 2022, this is going to be a good year. No. 2023, I think it's going to be a good year. No. Well, it's 2024. We said this is going to be our year. But if you think about it, every one of those years has been our year, a good year, because things happened that we may have thought was very negative, but actually turned out to be positive. The lockdown, a lot of people woke up. And I don't mean woke like these younger kids mean. I meant they looked at themselves, they understood themselves, they changed themselves. People started gardening again, doing hobbies again, getting to know their families and their friends again. Um, Everything happens for a reason. When something happens, be it good or bad, we might not always know why it happened or what it's going to bring us down the road. But if we're, and I don't like this word, if we're patient, eventually we'll figure it out. There's always a silver lining in that cloud. You just have to be able to sit in the dark and see it. So with that, I don't see any questions popping up, so I'm going to hop off of here. For tonight, as soon as I find the right video. And y'all have a good evening. Just be nice to each other. If somebody does you dirty, go through your emotions, but at the end of the day, wish them well. I know it's not easy, but that'll come back to you better in the long run.